So you made this short documentary. It was about immigrant crime in Sweden.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson interviewed you about the film, talking about how the Swedish public feels about the situation. Let's watch this.
They know that this crime is happening. They can feel it. The statistics are clear. But they would refer to what is the root cause behind it and say, oh, it's just more, it happens to be more violence. It's men who are raping people, not the refugees. They'll make excuses for it. The majority of the population in Sweden still want to have an open door policy. It's confounding.
So the president sees your interview, which means you influenced him, the president of the United States, to spread, which really amounts to false information, right? How do you feel about being part of that?
I mean, the whole thing is just surreal, right? I mean, it was a Saturday night, and I get a text from somebody. I think the president just referenced you. And then I went to it, and I said, I'm not sure exactly what he was talking about, but clearly it seemed to be he was intimating this interview that we had with Tucker. So, yeah, it's incredible. It's surreal. Yeah. It's unfortunate that he had the misstatement, but it's been all good for me.
Let's look at, here's what he said. Let's watch this.
We've got to keep our country safe. You look at what's happening in Germany. You look at what's happening last night in Sweden. Sweden. Who would believe this? Sweden. They took in large numbers. They're having problems like they never thought possible.
Okay, so let's talk about the numbers here.
Yeah.
Because we looked at the stats from the U.S. Department, the State Department. Here's what we learned, all right? Crime rose about 7% from 2012 to 2015. Much of that crime was nonviolent computer fraud and vandalism. In 2015, violent crime decreased slightly. There was no staggering increase. Where did you get your information, and did you look at the official numbers?
Yeah, from a far more accurate source, State Department. I don't know why the State Department is doing numbers for Sweden. I look at the Swedish, it's called BRA, B-R-A,
yeah, we have it,
which is the keeper of all stats for Sweden.
Right.
So if you look at what I call heavy crime, so I'm talking about murder, I'm talking about sexual assault. Sexual assault from 2006 to 2015 is up almost 50%. Murder between 2012 and 2016 is up, I think, almost over 80%.
Yeah.
Now, so those are the real numbers.
Yeah, well, the real numbers, they don't show up almost 80%. I don't want to be rude, though, but are your ears and your eyes working? Because the numbers, as we're reading from BRA,
yeah,
right, and from the State Department, they don't show what you're saying. You're taking these numbers and you're manipulating them in the way that...
There's no manipulation.
I have them. They're right here.
The raw numbers are up.
That says BRA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me the...
But if you look at, even if you look at crime here in the United States, overall, for the past decade,
crime is down.
Crime is down.
Right.
There was a spike.
Rape is down.
There was a spike.
Murder's down.
In 1 year.
Non-Sweden.
Right. Over time.
Non-Sweden.
That's the same thing.
No.
But it's not skyrocketing.
That's totally wrong.
Okay. Let's say that you're right.
Murder is
but
up.
There is no.
Wait,
hold on. You're classifying this as a skyrocket. That crime is skyrocketing. Rape.
Yeah.
It's not a skyrocket.
So you think when rape is down in the United States and everywhere else in Western Europe, and then rape is up 50%, that's not skyrocketing?
Because of the way they classify rapes now.
Listen to me. The definition was before those numbers.
If you had not classified unwanted touching, if you're at a concert and someone touches you on any part of your body, that is now in Sweden classified as a rape.
And so it is,
it was not
so it is
before.
in the United States. First of all, it's sexual assault, not rape.
But it's
not rape, it's sexual assault.
It's sexual assault in the United States.
No,
but
it's sexual assault.
It's sexual assault in the United States, but it's not sexual assault in Sweden.
Incorrect.
It is now under the rape
That's
clause.
not right. So we're mistaken about that. Okay. The definition of rape in the United States, I looked at the definition.
And
in fact,
we know what it is in the United States. We're not talking about the United States. We're talking about Sweden.
Listen to me. The definition of rape in the United States is the same, essentially, as the definition of rape in Sweden.
Now.
No,
not now. No, it's
now.
not.
No, you're wrong. Yes, it is.
It's a different classification.
It's not.